Hi guys, this is Lucca Casci, and this is my novel analysis project for the book Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. In the book Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, the author constantly keeps readers on the edge of their seats with a very touching tale. He always keeps readers wondering what's going to happen next, and that's what makes this book so great, as the story demonstrates friendship, discrimination, more specifically racism and sexism, all in the life of two migrant workers who are named Lenny and George. And Lenny and George are constantly working together to achieve this goal of having a dream farm, as they call it, living off the fat of the land. In short, the writer's analysis of theme, mood, and tone, and character development caused the reader to get a better understanding of life on the ranch in a hard time of the Great Depression. In this first piece of evidence, the author uses mood and tone to give the reader a better understanding of life on the ranch, as the example shows Lenny being told by George where to hide if he ever is to make a mistake on the ranch. Immediately, the author creates an ominous tone because of his use of foreshadowing, as the author is suggesting that Lenny will make a mistake in the future. Thus, the reader feels anxious to find out when Lenny will make this mistake. Moreover, the author's use of mood and tone allows readers to understand the hard life on the ranch. In other words, Lenny is just treated like any other guy on the ranch, and George realizes he needs to give Lenny an option when he makes a mistake. And you can see as the reader how the mood and tone sets up that idea that Lenny is going to make a mistake in the future. Moving on to our second example, where John Steinbeck uses theme to show the difficulty of that rancher life during the Great Depression. In the example, George and Lenny are talking among themselves about how lucky they are to have each other, as one clear theme in the book Of Mice and Men is friendship is key in a life full of loneliness. And that cowboy life is so lonely, moving on from ranch to ranch, earning up a stake. But George and Lenny have each other to work for, to depend on. And John Steinbeck uses George and Lenny to just show how lucky they are compared to other ranchers who have to live with that loneliness every day. Additionally, the author uses character development to demonstrate that there's a story behind each rancher. For the evidence shows dialogue between Curly's wife and Lenny, as Curly's wife shows that she's developed so much as a character. Initially, she's just seen as a tart looking to cause trouble, yet later she proves that she was just a girl with a dream that was held back by her mother, and that marrying Curly was just in an effort to get out of her house. The author uses this character development to demonstrate that all the ranchers have some kind of background, good or bad, yet even though they all have these backgrounds, they're all working for the common goal to prosper the ranch and to make money. And it's just so neat to see all their different backgrounds together. Finally, as said before, the writer's analysis of character development, mood and tone, and theme really just helps the reader to understand the life of ranchers back in the Great Depression. Most importantly, the author uses tone and mood and theme to allow the reader to make assumptions and explore the ranch as a whole. Then the author's use of character development simply helps readers to understand the backgrounds of all the ranchers who work together for a common goal. Above all, the Book of Mice and Men teaches readers the struggle of the life of a rancher in just a matter of pages.